So 2016 has come and gone, ladies and gentlemen. It has been an interesting year to say the least. Lots of celebrities died, and lots of games came out. But we're gonna look at a top 10, if you will. My top 10 games of 2016. But before we hop into number 10, just one quick disclaimer. This is my opinion, and my opinion alone. Please note that my top 10 will probably look a lot different than your top 10. And that's just because we're not the same person. This is just my personal top 10 games of 2016. Number 10.
Horror beneath the manor. A crawling chaos that must be destroyed. The task ahead is terrible.
For number 10 here, we have Darkest Dungeon. Darkest Dungeon is a dungeon crawling RPG turn-based game, and it is developed by Red Hook Studios. It released on January 19th of this year, of last year, 2016. It was very early released last year. It is like an horror-esque game on top of being a dungeon crawler RPG, and it will test your limits. It is much difficult than your regular RPG. So if you're looking for a challenge dungeon crawler RPG turn-based-esque game, Darkest Dungeon might be for you. What horrors will you find in the dungeons? Only you can decide. In Darkest Dungeons. Number 9! So for number 9 here, we have Layers of Fear. In a horrible horror game, and by horrible I mean horribly terrifying, you must traverse all the layers of fear in the shoes of an artist trying to complete his paintings to perfection. Now, the premise itself doesn't sound too scary. The game itself, though, scary as fucking balls. It's terrifying, and it's a very well-made game, especially in the top of the fact that you have to remember, this game came out, I want to say maybe a couple months, like the beta for the game came out maybe a month after PT was canceled. So this game got latched onto by everyone that loved horror games. And then in 2016, when it finally released a full game, it was just a huge-ass hit. Terrifying, scare you shitless, holy fuck, man. And pretty much the only reason it's not higher on this list is because, well, I don't like horror games. And, like, for you even to put a horror game on this list, it had to be a pretty fucking good game. Because I hate horror. I'm a pansy-ass bitch when it comes to horror games. I mean, just go watch my 3 episodes of Dead Space. I fucking was scared shitless half the time. And I didn't want to do it, but I did it. And I will probably never go back to that game, because horror games are terrifying. So yeah, number 9, Layers of Fear. Number 8. Number 8 is probably one of the most beautiful games I have seen of 2016. The amount of detail is just absolutely breathtaking in this game, and that game is Unravel. This game is just a little puzzle platformer where you take the role of a tiny little yarn man named Yarny, and you go on an adventure, essentially. And it's more complicated than that, but I can't really say that much without giving away the story. But it's just a beautiful, beautiful game. Yarny just is such a compelling character for someone who never talks. He's cute, he's adorable, he's also the silent protagonist. It's an amazing adventure to have. And I highly recommend this game to people. That is why number 8 goes to Unravel. With its breathtaking visuals and compelling story, you'll probably want to play this game to completion. Number 7. XCOM 2 goes to our number 7 spot. That sounded weird. We're going to stick with it. XCOM 2 is number 7, mainly because I loved the first XCOM game, and this only improved and added to the features. However, the final mission of this game was a bit of a letdown. I'm not going to give any spoilers to it, but it had such a huge build-up for it to be a rather big letdown. Otherwise, this game would be much higher up on there, because as you guys know, I love playing XCOM. It's on my channel. I've played through it like twice now, or I'm playing through it for a second time. But XCOM is just one of those games that you can sit down, you can play over and over and over again. You can get a different scenario every time. And XCOM 2 has taken that and improved it drastically by adding new abilities, new builds, new enemies, random map generation, so you never get the same map twice. It just adds to XCOM 2, or just adds to the original XCOM, making it that much more of a great game. So yeah, XCOM 2. Welcome to the list. Number 6. Alright, so number 6 goes to Slime Rancher. This might be kind of cheating, because I don't know for certain if the game came out in 2016, the original game, but it did come out on Xbox in 2016, so I'm counting it. But Slime Rancher is just one of those happy-go-lucky games that you can just sit down and play, and you won't really feel angry when playing it. You just sit down, you start playing it, and you just feel at peace, you're calm, you're relaxed, and that is why it gets the number 6 spot. So yeah, Slime Rancher. Number 5. Alright, so Enter the Gungeon is essentially just a clusterfuck game. You have bullets, you use even more bullets to kill bullets that are trying to kill you with bullets. That is Enter the Gungeon for you. It's bullets upon bullets upon bullets upon bullets upon bullets. And it's a great game. Me and my friend Apparent Paradox on YouTube, we played the shit out of this. We didn't play it on YouTube, mind you, but me and him, the two of us, played the shit out of it. We had a great time playing it. I would always be player 2. I'd be the little cultist dude with the dart gun, and it was a fun time. So yeah, number 5 goes to Enter the Gungeon. Number 4! Number 4 here comes to a game that I've recently started Let's Playing, and I highly recommend you go watch that. No, seriously, go watch that if you're watching this. And that is Stardew Valley, because it's just a happy-go-lucky game, man. Similar to Slime Rancher. It's everything Slime Rancher is, but, no offense to Slime Rancher, but better. You get more to do, you have people to interact with, you can get married, and just have actual relationships other than you and your little slime buddies. You can have actual relationships with people, and it's just nice to meet people and be friends and have friends and all of that nice stuff. So, Stardew Valley, if you enjoy Harvest Moon or any of those types of games, I highly recommend to you, and that is mostly why it gets the number 4 spot. I don't know why that voice just came out, but it did. But yeah, Stardew Valley, congratulations on number 4. Number 3. Number 3. Good old-fashioned Doom. Doom is a 2016 release that a lot of people were hating on before it was released, mainly because Bethesda would not release early access to it. So a lot of people were pissed. Stupidly, I might add, but they were still pissed, because Doom is a great game. It's fucking fast-paced, action everywhere, balls deep, blow shit up, kill all your enemies, executions, God knows it has everything. So if you want a fast-paced, heavy gunner type game, Doom is for you. And that's why it gets the number 3 spot.
David! It's David, hey! Hey, David, man. I had to leave my car. Traffic's it's backed up for miles.
He's dead.
No.
Number 2 goes to The Walking Dead, A New Frontier. Telltale games have been a part of my life since the very first Walking Dead game, and they have just stuck around. They are very impactful, very emotional, just hit you with everything they got. Don't stop coming at you with all of the emotions. No bars are held, children die, sadness will be felt, you will have bonds formed and crushed. These games are just so well at their storytelling, do so well at their storytelling, that you just can't help but feel attached to these characters. It just makes them feel so compelling and so amazing. You have to keep rooting for them, even though they probably will die. And that is why The Walking Dead, A New Frontier gets number 2 on this list. Last but certainly not least, number 1! For number 1, just listen to this music and you'll immediately know what it is. Yep, you guessed it. Number 1 goes to Overwatch. Blizzard, you probably earned Game of the Year this year, or last year, for 2016, you won Game of the Year, because Overwatch is the one game, even though it's only 6 months old, that I always have at least 5 friends on at all fucking times. This game will not die, and I'm excited to see all of the heroes that are going to come out in 2017. I know you said you had 4 heroes in the work for 2017. At the very beginning of 2017, you said you had 4 heroes in the work. I'm excited to see them. Everyone's really happy with your game, so there's not really much to say about this game. It's probably the best game of the year. It's Game of the Year for me. Overwatch, congratulations, you are number 1. And with that, that concludes my list. If you enjoyed my content and you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And let me know in the comment section below what your top 10 is. I would love to hear it. So until next time, guys, I will see you in the next episode, and I hope you enjoyed the content. Farewell.